Hello friend and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg. This is a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter Pumnoral. And let's get started with Operation Barbarossa. After taking Malta over here, we hopefully will be doing well enough in Africa at this point. Either way, let's start with our upgrade. So already I feel like there's not all that much super useful things to do here. Blitzkrieg is okay, I think. Mancine strategy is probably the best one to do for now. Right? Then I have 250 left, and I'll use it to reduce the airstrike by 4 command points. The pilot's training is no longer useful when we're fighting land battles, so Blitzkrieg would be useful as well, though. I think probably I'll be going for that on the next after the next mission. Anyway, let's start by giving all of the units that can over strength or level up. I'll probably lose quite a bit of that prestige without buying any additional units. Simply because last mission in that regard was just a bit of a disaster. I mean, it just is so hurtful when the enemy has, you know, all these planes and stuff. Let's see. There's no actual upgrade. And the Spitfire 5 is actually still on par. No reason to upgrade it. I'll change this Fallschirm to a Pioneer 2. I'll probably not deploy these two at the moment. So we'll see. Giving them this new recon, like I said, was expensive enough. But now that we're going into the Soviet Union, I actually want to give them not a recoilless gun, but sappers. As nice as recoilless guns are, I really need them to clear mines, most likely. I have no clue why it is so expensive, but yeah, for you guys it wasn't. That's right. It doesn't seem like it always takes away all that much, so it's confusing. Weird. Maybe it's just that it displays the wrong number. None of them have the tank flamethrowers. Now I can discard the drop tanks. As well. And I'll just give them bombs just in case. They might actually benefit from it at some point. So, yeah. You need to go back to aerial cameras. Now I have 160 left. To be honest, I think I'll be fine. So, well, that's not what I meant, but I'm not going to buy any additional units at that point. With 160, I just straight up can't. Because I had to give my units to new trucks. Oh well. Let's see what these guys have to say.
According to the operational plan, we advance along 3 corridors. Northern, Central, and Southern. This will protect our flanks from the maneuvering Soviets and let us strike all the principal locations of the Western Soviet Union. We'll capture both administrative and industrial centers.
The Soviets don't expect the invasion, therefore we must capitalize on that. The initial stage of Operation Barbarossa will set the pace for the rest of the offensive. The Russians command superior numbers in both vehicles and manpower. They cannot be allowed to regroup and mount a defense.
We're approaching the Rubicon. If we attack the USSR, it's win or die. Either we crush the Russians quickly, or they will overwhelm us with their numbers. The Blitzkrieg tactic has worked well for us previously, but the territory we'll have to capture is incomparable to the small pickings of Western Europe. The Wehrmacht has never faced such a task before.
Well, let's hope it will be succeeding. Let's get started. Hitler's favor gives us 2 additional command points, so that's nice. But that's about it here.
I have signed Directive 21. We attack the Soviet Union on the 22nd of June.
Alright, rather short video there.
At last, the time has come to commence Operation Barbarossa.
It's long overdue, let me tell you. The Soviets have been getting bold these last few years. I'm sure the Wehrmacht will smash right through their outdated defenses.
I agree. We are well prepared for the invasion while the Soviet combat readiness keeps deteriorating. Besides, our diplomatic service has old man Stalin convinced we are his staunchest allies. If our armies can quickly breach the enemy defenses and gain momentum, this campaign will be no more than a military exercise.
Gentlemen, you are correct. But the devil is always in the details. The Soviets have a huge advantage in material resources, and their reserve may as well include the entire population of the USSR. Not to mention the fact their leadership barely gives a second thought to casualties, whether among civilians or the military. If we make a misstep, the Blitzkrieg becomes a trench war, and that is where the Soviets will simply outlast us. The scale of the operation is a different beast entirely. The first phase of Operation Barbarossa requires the capture of Western Ukraine, Belarus, and Lithuania. We're looking at endless forests, swamps, rivers, thousands of square kilometers of the most nightmarish cross-country you can imagine. During this operation, we'll need to capture Brest-Litovsk, Białystok, Baranovichi, Minsk, Lutsk, Rovno, Lvov, Ternopil, Kaunas, and finally Vilnius. Our offensive will be supported by our allies' troops, Italian, Hungarian, and Romanian. Romania has lots of issues to settle with the Russians, so its troops should be very eager to serve as a polite reminder.
One more thing. According to our intelligence network, a large part of the Soviet Air Force is currently located on airfields close to the border. The northwestern, western, and southwestern one. There is practically no anti-aircraft defense there. A great opportunity to destroy the enemy planes on the ground before they can take off.
That is most opportune. Thank you for the timely update. We must not let this information go to waste. Do not forget, gentlemen, under no circumstances may we lose momentum and stop pushing forward. The German economy cannot bear the weight of a protracted war against the Soviet Union.
Okay. I don't remember this this map. Still, it will be prudent to at least include some force in here. So we'll have a northern group, a center group, and a southern group. And yeah. Let's deploy the third one, and let's see, because we now have just the infantry in the south. I'd rather go around, by the way, although it is somewhat unfortunate they also have Przemysl there. Eesh. These tanks are not bad, so... Did I have a recon up here? I didn't. I have a recon in the center. So I should be deploying one in the south and one in the north. Let's use you in the center, because they probably also have like some serious bunkers there, so we would need that. Talking about heroes. You're already serving, you're serving, you're serving. You, and you. I can have one for a tank and an anti-tank. Would be great to have Kurt Knispel. But... what do they mean, training in progress? And because I will not deploy the Fallschirmjäger, at least at this point. Okay, let's just get started up here. Let's The weird thing is that even these tanks supposedly get attacked by something. How can you not see it like 2 hexes away? The heck? Well, that doesn't look very nice.
The Soviets have put up serious fortifications along their western border. The Stalin Line and the Molotov Line may pose a serious obstacle for our advancing army.
No obstacle can stand up to the might of our tanks. We've proven it time and time again over the last few years.
In that case, get out there and prove it again, Heinz. Destroy those fortifications and clear the road into the heart of the USSR.
Okay. Well, that certainly didn't help as much as I would have liked. I guess I'll... Huh. One, two, three, four, five.
Ha! It seems the Soviets were in such a rush to retreat that they left their vehicles for us to capture.
According to the latest reports, this is the case along the entire front line. Every victory brings us rich trophies.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it does. Let's just kill it. Now, I think I can empty this one by doing this. Okay, so it's a second reconnaissance now. Okay, so likely I can... Because I'm going in a straight line, I feel like this is quite possible. That's the only reason. If I want to use these to bomb there, I need to make sure that there is no AA over in this location. Wait a minute. No, I can actually change this. Okay, so they... We should be okay. Revealing that they have an AA there means I can still move and bomb.
The enemy aviation has been destroyed. Soviets still outnumber us, yet, at the very least, they can no longer outgun us.
Excellent. The Luftwaffe will be able to spread its wings at last.
Well, I wouldn't call it at last, but at least we got 10 VP here. We don't know how it's going to be in this mission, but that was 14% of the enemies killed. So for that many airplanes, not necessarily too much. However, funny that. Well, I guess for now I'll just have to take it. Then I wouldn't be able to get it back in supply. How much movement do you have though? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'll have them use up all their ammo. I mean, destroying a dragon's teeth is not necessarily the absolute most useful. Actually, that was the dumbest move ever. I thought there was only one hex in between, and then I didn't see there was actually 2. Great.
General, the Soviets have 3 times our entire tank corps. Right now they are scattered and in disarray. We must capitalize on this situation. If they regroup, we will lose thousands of troops.
Your suggestions?
We need to cut down on the number of enemy tanks immediately. Large armored units are currently located in Bialystok and Lvov. I recommend we strike at them as soon as we can.
Agreed. I hereby authorize this little tank hunt of yours. but make sure it does not delay the invasion.
I don't particularly care for that infantry. That too is a problem. The fact that they only have 5 ammo. Man, crazy that I didn't see that. Luckily it was all non-lethal. Didn't know they supported Dragon's Teeth. There was nothing supporting it. Might as well attack with the train. So oh, those guys have to be beaten. Interesting though. Nah. Well. Using this as a base of operations at the start would certainly look like a pretty good first turn to me. But any unit moving in there will get slapped by an overrun, I think, from this thing, or Overwatch. No longer. Oh. I'm actually not a big a fan of big a fan of that. I'll start with these. Didn't need to attack those guys as it is, though. Oh, they got the Overwatch from you guys. Right. Another interesting thing here is the following. I could, for example, attack, and then we're back in here. Or like attack, go back. And then but I don't think it's that good. I will kill the AA though. My biggest problem Yes, you're not gonna kill them. Well, they will, and then they'll get an overrun. Another problem is that they have a lot of bombers, so I would most certainly need to protect them with a fighter. But being at 1 ammo, let's just do this. First strike, devastating fire, overrun it is. Surprised they didn't have it yet. What I can do with Rudel though, and it might actually be necessary, is to double bomb, go down, double bomb, and protect itself. Oh. Guess not. Well, it's still reasonable. And they're still protected. I mean, by this point there's basically no choice but to do that. Another reason why this is very useful is because hopefully this way I will not be visible. And what do you have as equipment? Okay. I'm also not so keen on moving here immediately with those guys. Oh. Sure would have been nice taking that city. If my units can't move into those woods, then I also feel it's probably better to not go that way. Also, they might contribute some in destroying enemy tanks, so that'll be okay. Okay. There's no doubt that I want to get those pioneers in there. It's a shame I don't have any recoilless guns, otherwise I would have taken them down. They have a range of 3, so they can't really do anything there. I don't want to be rude, but those Italians are practically useless. So if the tanks are down there, that's where I need to go. But the attacks against this are marginal, to say the least. Even though you have 14 and 14 defense. Only 10. Well, that's the power of non-lethal damage. You dead. This thing is a bit of a nuisance, but since they have that AA there, my unit's retarded ability to to not get into any safety. Okay. Let's just bait it out. Now, I should actually move down. Because I need to get down there, not up. Taking Chelm is nice, but definitely not a priority, I would say. Let's just go around because oh, you already leveled up. I'll leave them there at least for a turn. I could always use another recon in those woods. Like, I need to kill this. I'm quite aware of that, but taking down those front units there barely matters. Alright, back to the center. Now, if they want to bomb those non-core forces out there, I don't give a rat's ass about it. Yeah. Fine. I have no choice here now. I think this will be it. Alright. I'm not gonna like this. Game. Okay. I mean, these overwatches can only do so much. Forgot about that. But that's not the end of the world. That is pretty hurtful though. Boy, am I lucky they went for that. Okay. That's not gonna kill it. Might mean one. It's only non-lethal, so that's even better. Don't like that Overwatch, but because now they're out of ammo. But if the recon gets right in front, nah. All right. Well, they're actually jamming the way for any serious damage. So that's good. Whatever. Wow, that...
General, I've just been informed that Marina Raskova, the NKVD aviation advisor and an experienced Air Force commander, has arrived in Bialystok for a troop inspection. My agents report this is an extremely ambitious and pushy woman who can become one of the pillars of resistance to our offensive. We have to get rid of her as soon as we can.
Do you know her exact location?
According to the latest intelligence, she refused to retreat and remained on the front lines to cover the withdrawal of Russian troops. She pilots a bomber unit escorted by 2 fighter units.
Well, I will tell our aces to begin the hunt.
Sure. Anyway, that wasn't half as bad as I thought it would be, which is very nice. I actually, yeah, it took some damage on my tactical bombers, but I didn't actually suffer any losses. Any actual losses, that is. I mean, these guys are at 1 strength, but they survived. So that's what counts. Anyway, I'll be looking to destroy 10 tanks here as well, and yeah, we'll see about that. But like I said, I didn't take as much damage as I feared from enemy bombers and such. That actually went pretty well. So I'm happy about that. Either way, I'm gonna wrap things up. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Poomnerau, Dungeon Pastor, Sea Data, Swords, Mandingo, Thomas Laughlin, and Pooch. Take care, everyone. See you next time, and bye bye.